sweat on. Teens.
Don't you scroll any further. You've been interested in starting an independent living facility, whether it's for profit or nonprofit. You've asked us over and over again to come to South Carolina, and we will be there August the 2nd. Derek and myself from Forston Consultants will be in Columbia, South Carolina to teach you all things independent living facilities. Get your tickets today. They will sell out very quickly, so you do not want to miss out. Visit ilfconsulting.org to get your tickets, and we will see you in Columbia, South Carolina. Don't wait to be great.
Angle. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great.
Good
I'm your host,
morning.
Mr. Derek Forston,
And I'm Shanya Shea Forston.
and we show people how to start their own independent living facility without owning the property. And as you see from our intro, with now using AI tools. So we're super excited. Happy after the 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah.
We don't plan on being here super long today. We want to respect you guys' time and also sharing our own vacation still, remember? We just wanted to be consistent and drop into you guys. We wasn't here live on Tuesday. YouTube, let me know if you guys were able to hear me or not.
We got completely kicked out of our YouTube state channel. We don't even know what happened. We got completely kicked out of our live. So let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. If the audio sounds good, let us know. We are so sorry, but we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back.
So maybe we just lost the visual. Maybe we never lost.
I don't know.
Audio.
Did y'all lose us? Let us know
from the beginning. Hey, Tiffany, how's it going?
Good morning, Tiffany. No, I think
the screen just went blank on us, so we're not sure if you guys lost audio or if you lost both audio and visual.
They lost everything. So Shauna said, yes, y'all are back up. Yeah, we completely fell out of the YouTube channel.
Introduce yourself all over again and we'll just start over.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you all had an amazing 4th of July. We are excited to be here. Super excited that we're on vacation, but we are coming live to you all to make sure that you get this information. And again, us being consistent. I'm Shanya Shea Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, co-founder here at Forston Consultants. And we are ready for the August 2nd event in Columbia, South Carolina. So we've got location lockdown. We've got tickets for sale. So if you're interested, you heard my amazing little AI character telling you how to get your ticket. So ilfconsulting.org. And we look forward to seeing you all in the building. So Derek, let's talk about it. Today's topic, and I think your phone keeps giving a low battery signal. But anyway, today's topic, Derek, let's talk about it. Changing lives, changed our life. That is the title of today's live session. How this situation that I had left, I'm all over the place, changed our lives, and we were able to also change lives in the process. So super excited about that conversation that we're going to have today. What about you?
Absolutely.
Derek's trying to fix stuff over here, y'all. Like I said, this is vacation mode live session. You are seeing how we operate when we are in vacation mode all over
So
the place.
absolutely. So welcome everybody, like we always do. Let us know in the chat if you're new to us or if you're kind of an old timer like Tiffany Walker and Shoshana, right?
She ain't no old timer.
So
Don't call that.
let us know that if you guys are new to us, because again, like Shay said, we're on vacation. We're super laid back today, and we'll be for the next 2 months. But right, we never want to take for granted that you guys just know who we are and what we do. So if you're on any forum to where you can only hear us, come over to YouTube at Forston Consultants. That's FORSTON. We got a lot of people joining in on TikTok. I'm also expecting a lot of new people that saw some of the social media this morning, and we were leading you guys here. So again, let me know in the chat if you're new to us. Let me know if you came over from TikTok. We're also streaming on Instagram, Facebook. We're on Chatter. We're on some kind of internet thing that my team put us on. So we stream from a lot of different places.
Yep.
But let me give a proper introduction again of who we are and what we do. We simply break it down like this. If you love God, if you love people, and you love real estate, we want to show you how this all can change your life in a matter of a few months. Right. So again, if you haven't joined us on YouTube at Forston Consultants, FORSTON, come on over because we're going to be showing some pictures and some footage. And I want to show you guys where this all came from, because God allowed me to see a lady many years ago, y'all, living my dream. And I saw a lady doing this in rats and roaches, and she was making $41,000 a month. So if you want to see that, come over to the YouTube channel. And I want all of my TikTok people specifically, if you're coming from TikTok, shout me out. It says, Derek, I just came over from TikTok, bro. Derek, I just came over from TikTok. I just came from Instagram. Let me know, because I want to shout you guys out. There was a lot of you guys that I responded back to in messages this morning on TikTok. Please let me know if you're from that, because I want to shout you guys out personally. So we teach independent living facilities. These are not group homes. These are not ALFs. These are not IDDs. These are none of those traditional group homes that require a license. Property ownership, and a state walkthrough from your fire marshal. We don't do any of that stuff. And what's cool about our model, guys, it involves the love of God, patience with people, and social services. So you guys are going to hear us reference God a lot today, right? But I'm no pastor. I'm no bishop. I'm no priest. I'm no part of clergy, right? I don't have my own church. I don't go to a building and preach every Sunday to a congregation of people, but I do have a ministry because I love God, I love people, and God was so smart. He allowed us to merge it all together. And we, especially my wife who was smart, said, Derek, we should trademark this thing, man. This thing will get big, Derek. Let's trademark ILF, Independent Living Facility, which is just literally an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So by show of hands or in the chat, can about 5 of y'all let me know, is this something you always kind of wanted to get into, but people was hiding it? They were either gatekeeping it, and I can see the hearts on TikTok going crazy. Let me know if this is something that you all wanted to do. Did you all want to start a group home, but it was too many licensures, too much red tape, too many people hiding it from you?
The hula hoops.
Did you guys want to start an IDD, but found out there were so many roadblocks to get into it? Or how many of y'all have heard of this ILF concept, but nobody wouldn't teach it? Congratulations, I'm your new big brother now. Shay is your new big sister, and this is all we do. Besides being on vacation right now for the next 3 weeks, this is all we do, 5 to 6 days a week. We go all over the world sharing this concept. And the next opportunity is August the 2nd in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, to be specific. So Katara, if you're here, shout me out in the chat. Let the people know who we're coming to see. Because I'll be honest with you, all right, this whole event started out from me and Shay wanting to go and see Katara, congratulate her, and see her in person for all of the great work that she's doing through our coaching. But we turned it into an event now. And now we're going to go city to city, state to state, visiting people that we've taught this to now show the city that they live in and other people. How do you do this? How do you get started?
And how
Why don't you need a license? How do you be or can become successful doing it? How can you walk off your job doing this And now today, how do we involve AI tools to make this thing run better, smoother, faster, and more efficient? So again, if you just joined us, man, you just simply found some people that love God, we love people, and we love real estate. And Shay and I are no crabs in a bucket. When we learned this thing, we couldn't wait to teach this to other people. And it's people now like Katara Johnson and Chris Johnson and their whole family that now we're able to show you guys what we call POC, proof of concept.
Yeah.
So again, please, if you are anywhere listening to this and you can only hear it, come to YouTube because I got a bunch of slides that I want to show you guys. And Shay and I are here today for about 45 minutes, starting now. So literally at 11 o'clock, we're out of here, right? So my intro took 15 minutes, but if you love God, love people, and you always wanted to get into real estate, because we believe in this too, right? Please God. See, I told you I was going to say God a lot today. Please, God, help people be respected by the community, but make a bunch of money doing it to be able to feed your family.
Yep.
That's what we live by. Can 3 of y'all, because I don't care if it's 50, but can 3 of y'all put in the chat, Derek, I can get down with that, bro. Derek, you said, please, God, help people be respected by the community. But Derek, you also said you want me to make enough money to feed my family. Mm-hmm. Boy, that's powerful, y'all. Can 3 of y'all put in the chat, like, Derek, I can get down with that, bro.
Yeah.
And again, also put in the chat, if you just heard this, are you thinking about, or are you coming to South Carolina?
They need to be in the building, Derek.
ILFconsulting.org is where you guys can go to get all the information. ILFconsulting, ING on the end of it, .org is where you guys can purchase your tickets. And I made it real easy. There's a VIP and there's an elite. There's no general tickets to this. Nobody's coming to this that's general or regular.
Yeah. You all VIP.
Ticket, guys, it's only $197. Most of y'all spend more than that on lunch over a span of 2 weeks.
What, Derek, why is it so important for them to be in this building? Why are they? Why?
Teach them everything they need to know of this thing that they've been praying and asking God for. Put in the chat if you've been praying to God for something just like this to get into it. So Shay, why it's important? Because we're giving the game away. And to me, what's more importantly, we're showing them POC, proof of concept of somebody that we've already taught this to.
That's where I wanted
Shay,
you to go.
It's one thing to talk about how great me and you are doing this and how we launching houses every other month. But how greater is it that we show you somebody that we taught this to? That says, you know what? I took Derek and Shay's coaching, and y'all, the proof is in the pudding because I got multiple properties now.
Absolutely.
And yet this coaching works.
I'm talking
that's important.
The networking is going to be phenomenal as well. A part of this ticket is it gives you the online course of the HRA Business in a Box. And I think that is one of the most exponential pieces of information that you can get. Because not only are we putting you in a room with housing providers, we're also letting you leave the event or gain access to the HRA Business in a Box product, which is an all DIY course that you're going to educate yourself on how can you be an asset to the people that you are in the room with, right? Some of you may be coming with not having the funds to start your ILF, but you've got the resources, you've got that that exciting drive to want to do something exciting and help others. So it's going to be phenomenal to watch individuals collaborate, connect, and be able to take the information that not only they get in the event, but what they're going to get from the course itself as well, and be able to implement the two and then start making an income and make an impact by being a housing referral agency and then moving into that space of being an ILF owner and operator, right? The goal is to make sure that you leave well-equipped, well aware of all of the fundamentals of the independent living facility, right? A lot of people think that it's just, somebody calls your phone, you bring that person in and you collect rent. It's a lot more in depth. there's a lot more detail to the process. There's a lot more information that you need to gather from these individuals so that you can make an appropriate decision on if you're bringing in the right fit to that ILF, or if you are referring that person to the appropriate ILF. And what does the referral process look like, right? How do you navigate that space? We're not just going to talk about the ILF model. We're going to talk about the ILF model, and then, housing your own residents, and then being able to refer residents appropriately. Those are two separate things, and you want to be able to do them both successfully and with good confidence and on a good conscience, right? Knowing that you're sending people to the appropriate housing to help them better their lives. So, Derek, back to you.
Good stuff, man. So let's take 2 seconds to just talk about like who all is here in the room and any great things that have happened to you this week. If you're an ILF operator, anything great that has happened to you this week, let's go ahead and put that in the chat. I want to be a little active while we're here. And just remember, Shay and I are here today till about 11 o'clock. Remember, guys, we're on vacation, but we love to be consistent. Yep. And we promise to kind of still come on here. So we look forward to seeing you guys not only today, but also we'll be here Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, after that, you won't probably see us, right? But today and Monday, we want to make sure that we're consistent because, again, you just never know who hears this and it can change your life. Because like today's title says, changing lives changed our life. Most of y'all know my story. I was a poor social worker making 28 grand a year.
Correct.
Begging God to change my life financially and begging God to also make an impact in my community. Like the Reverend Jesse Jackson said many years ago, I am somebody. Y'all, I wanted to be somebody, right? And I jokingly tell you guys that years ago, nobody knew me. I wasn't important. But oh my God, today, and again, it ain't because Shay and I are so great. It's because, first of all, the goodness of God, but this program that I offer my city. Guys, my city think I'm the absolute cheat code when it comes to affordable housing. And again, not because Derek is so great. It's called Second Chance Housing. And that's my program that is changing lives in the community. And I must say, guys, I've tried a lot of stuff in my life. You name the job, I've done it. You named the entrepreneurship road.
Endeavor.
I've traveled it. Right? But there is nothing. And guys, I own 8 businesses today, Shay and I.
Yeah.
But there is no business like these two. Second Chance Housing, the doing it and the coaching it, that God has allowed me to see people's lives changed under his guidance, under our tutelage, and under you putting your hands to the plow to do the work. Because our coaching is baloney if you don't do nothing with it. I talked about that about 4 weeks ago in this very YouTube channel. I said that Shay and I can give you all the game in the world, but if you don't put your hands to the plow and you don't do the work, this coaching looks like baloney.
Yeah.
But just like a lot of you all that are taking our coaching and you guys are coming so successful and getting multiple properties like Katara, and I can name a bunch of other people. I'm just highlighting her because we're going there next. It's people like Chris and Katara Johnson that make Shay and I look like geniuses.
Yeah, you've got to be active in the process, right? We can only give so much information, but if you don't implement the information that you're given, it becomes a stumbling block and you won't pursue your purpose, right? Or the thing that that God is giving you to do in the earth. So just be mindful of that. You've got to implement the information.
And Miss Tarsha, congratulations to you, because I'm gonna just say it. You said that you're coming to the event and you're in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So you're the epitome of what I told people last week. If you live within 2.5 to 3 hours away from Columbia, South Carolina, you'd almost be doing yourself a disservice by not coming. Especially if you're one of these people that say, well, Derek, man, I can't quite afford your coaching right now, bro. Guys, my coaching is $5 grand. The normal cost is $7,500. But all year long, we put it on this sale just to help a bunch of more people. But it's things like our 3-day challenge and this city to city, state to state, which is what we call now ILF Anywhere. That's the whole title of this thing, ILF Anywhere, ILF Anywhere. The whole purpose is to show you guys that no matter where you live at, this works in your city. So again, the model that changed Shay and I's life, we want to show it to you. How many of y'all, by texting the word me in the chat, you wouldn't mind a life change right now, financially, spiritually, relationally? the word me in the chat if you would love for God to change your life financially.
I think that's the most, I think a lot of people use that as the baseline, right? That's the most important aspect in a lot of people's lives because they were like you. They had, a income, but it wasn't enough it wasn't beneficial, right?
Yeah.
People are still living paycheck to paycheck. And I think the benefit of being able to not only have a paycheck, but now also have an opportunity to walk in purpose is so amazing because you get to fulfill needs on both ends of the spectrum. And you can also, again, impact your income and your family while also making a huge impact in the lives of the people that you serve. Yeah. And I think that's the baseline of most of the people that we've coached. They want to make an impact, but they also want to make an income.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people see this model and they don't understand how or the opportunity for the income. And that's why it's imperative that you join us on August the 2nd so we can talk more about that. Yeah. We don't like to make it all about the money, but we want to show you that it's not it's not something that you're going to toil at and not see a return. Right? You will sow seed and you will reap the harvest. So again, it's more on the basis of come learn, come get educated, come network, come and hang around like-minded individuals. And I think being around like-minded individuals also gives you that spark and that fire.
Yeah.
And that's what we want you all to get involved in and come and join us on August 2nd.
And Miss Edwards, put in the chat, what part of South Carolina are you in? I want to know how close you are to Katara or just even Columbia itself. And also, if you're like Miss Edwards and her family, visit ilfconsulting.org. A lot of you guys got your own affiliate link. You guys should be dropping your links in the chat, especially for new people or folks that will see this on replay. We get a lot of people, y'all, that watch our stuff on replay that don't ever catch us live. So you just never know, guys. Remember, we have an affiliate link for everything we do.
We've got an affiliate program, right?
Affiliate program for everything. Everything we sell,
product
y'all
we
can
sell.
sell it.
Yep.
Like, y'all don't need to invent some business overnight.
You don't.
Our virtual assistant company, affiliate link.
You've got a business.
Coaching, affiliate link.
You've got a business.
The website build out stuff, affiliate link.
You've got a new business.
Like this event, affiliate link.
You've got some more business.
Right? So don't be afraid to drop you guys' links into chats, Facebook groups. Remember, our whole mission this year, man, is we want to double what we did last year in terms of the amount of people that we coached. And I'll admit, y'all been helping me do that, and I appreciate that. Also, don't forget, guys, we pay a 40% commission on our coaching.
Ooh.
So you lead somebody to us. Can you imagine getting 40% of our coaching? Some people have already said, Derek, I'm gonna make this a living. Like I'm gonna be in sales for Forster Consultants. Because Derek, your package $5,000, right? And if you telling me 40% of that go to me, that's $2,000 if you good at math.
Yep.
So again, can you imagine making 2 referrals to us a month and making $4,000 a month?
Ooh.
And you don't do none of the work?
Hold on.
You just lead them to me.
Time out.
It's a
time out. People don't realize how, so let me just, we've got to hover there for a second. Because Derek, I want us to do a course. I want us to do a mastermind. And maybe we add this to the ILF Anywhere event, where we're showing people how not only can they make money from, their housing, but also being affiliate salespersons. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of lucrative income from affiliate sales. And the good thing about it is with the systems that we use, you can actually see how your affiliate engagement is even doing. So prime example, let's say you're posting links on your social media, you're posting links on TikTok, you're doing different things, you're drawing people or driving people to your specific link. You can now see, you've always been able to see it, but I want to do some education on that and training. And we're going to teach you all how to be Forster Consultants affiliate salespeople. We want you all to
some money to help some people get rich doing this.
And like we said, we're giving you 40% commission of every sale. If it's on sale, if we have a special sale going, it's 40% of whatever that person sells, or purchases. And the good thing about it is, guys, you'll see it in your affiliate portal. So everything is broken down in the affiliate portal. You'll be able to see how many people clicked on the link, how many people actually got to the checkout page and maybe didn't check out. So we're going to teach you all how to start another business within your business by being an affiliate. So let's schedule that. Actually, I want to broadcast
Who would appreciate that to say, Darren, I like that idea, bro. You're gonna pay me 40% of whatever I sell. Like, and y'all gonna teach me how to do it too? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to,
and that's something new, you guys. We started that July 1st. We've always done 10%. We've never been somebody that says just thank you if you send us a referral and they spend money with us. I don't believe in that. I want to pay you.
And what I'll do.
There is no just saying thank you, but now we went from 10% to now 40% affiliate. Can you guys imagine just making $2,000? Or if you want to do the real numbers, it's $1,998.50.
And what I'll do there,
coaching is $4,997. Can you imagine making that twice a month on top of your regular job? On top of your regular entrepreneurship business you got? And all you doing is making an introduction.
What you say?
Lead them to us through the webinar, through the event, or just say, hey, call Derek and say, and use my link. Don't matter to me. Because that affiliate link shows us where it came from.
And what I'll do is I'll revive the affiliate Telegram channel. So we're actually beefing up some staff and stuff on our side. And what we can do is also when they start building out or sending us the social media for the week, they can upload it into that channel. Y'all will be able to pull that social media, those posts, and just plug in your link at the bottom. So I think I'm going to revive the affiliate channel.
Good stuff.
I think we'll revive it, Katara. We're going to revive it.
I love it. I love
it. Put an AED on that sucker and pump it back to life.
Let's take a quick commercial break, guys, and we'll be right back.
Don't you scroll any further. You've been interested in starting an independent living facility, whether it's for-profit or nonprofit. You've asked us over and over again to come to South Carolina, and we will be there August the 2nd. Derek and myself from Forston Consultants will be in Columbia, South Carolina to teach you all things independent living facilities. Get your tickets today. They will sell out very quickly, so you do not want to miss out. Visit ilfconsulting.org to get your tickets, and we will see you in Columbia, South Carolina. Don't wait to be great.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for being here. You guys got a lot of choices of where you could be on these internet streets, but y'all chose to be here, and we super appreciate that. So what I'm going to get ready to do really quickly is not show y'all my team. That's on a different day. But just in case, there's Jess, and there's April, and there's Danish, and there's Alex. Everybody that helps Shay and I be really great. These are all the people that are responsible for it. And I'll admit,
we got to add some.
There.
Yeah, we got to add some.
So Jess on Monday is going to refresh this page because we got 2 new staff members now, and we want to show them as well. But by the chat, can you guys let me know if you're new to us? Who in this room right now is completely new to us and you've never been here before? This is your first time maybe. And I'm going to give a few seconds for that because I want to show something on screen. And Shay, if you can help me if you see it, who's new to us? Anybody that's like super new to us, let me know in the chat.
I believe this is a family hangout. Oh, yep. We've got Glitz and Glam by Lady NJ, Crafts and Co.
Perfect.
Welcome.
So now, Miss Nancy, where did you find us at? Was that YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok?
Nancy J. I like that. Nancy J. Hey.
Glitz and Glam by Lady NJ. Let us know, Miss Nancy, and thank you so much for being here. Also, let us know in the chat, what area are you from?
So she found us on TikTok.
Perfect. So you're one of the people that came over. So Nancy, until somebody else says that they're new, Nancy, I'm going to pretend that I'm only talking to you and everybody else here is family. Is that okay, Nancy? Anybody else new but besides Nancy? Because if not, Nancy about to get a mastermind all by herself. And you got 8 more seconds to let me know, and me and Nancy about to ride out. And
I think it's you and Nancy.
Company, their family.
And she said, absolutely.
Watch
pretend
this,
like
Miss
it's her.
Nancy.
You and her.
Nancy, watch this. Now, you're going to think by the end of this, Nancy, I'm a genius, but I'm not. God is in control over all of this, and thank God for a great wife that jacked me up when I saw these conditions as a social worker. So Nancy, what you see on screen is me as a social worker begging God to change my life and get into real estate. And this is me, graduating from college. Shay tricked me to go to college. I had no clue and no desire to go to college. But again, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. There's me now a part of all kind of advisory boards. I'm a part of the local COC. Y'all, I'm a part of all kind of stuff. But none of that really put any money in my pocket. And a part of my story, Miss Nancy, and normally I take 2 hours to tell this one story, Nancy, but I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to do it in less than 6 minutes. Nancy, this is what I saw. And I took a Saturday just like today when nobody would teach it to me, Nancy. I said, man, you know what? Derek, you know where all the houses are. Mm-hmm. You know the addresses, bro. Just go and see. And Nancy, I took a Saturday just like today around this same time. Picture this day, Nancy, 8 years ago. This is me walking through places that me, Nancy, as your big brother, I'm referring people to these places.
Yeah.
But Nancy, but before you get your t-shirt all in a wad and you think I'm a bad guy, Nancy, I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah.
I just work behind a desk. I had a computer and a legal pad. On that legal pad was a lot of different names of people that had housing programs. And quite frankly, only this one lady really ever answered her phone, Shay. So Shay got a whole sermon to tell you guys about your best ability sometimes is your availability. If you're not available when people are calling you, how do you make this thing work? But lucky or unlucky for my city, there was one lady that did answer her phone, but NJ, all her places look like this. And then Nancy, what you also don't know is that the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, is when I saw a lady paying $750 to sleep on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
And NJ, this broke my heart. And NJ, I never really saw this in terms of just like what people told me. Remember, I just told you 2 minutes ago, I snuck to all of these places.
Yeah. And most of them were hers, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, most of them were hers. Derek left early that Saturday morning, and hence the reason why we do the Saturday morning room. Because it's a memory for us, right? When Derek came back and he was really distraught, upset about the young lady. We're gonna just call her Stephanie. That was on the kitchen floor, and that broke Derek. But yet she was so meek, mild, and appreciative. She was super appreciative of the opportunity to have a place to stay. And I was shocked when Derek came home and told me. So just know that our Saturday mornings is pretty much a memorial for that day of being able to see someone in a situation that you were able to assist them to get out of because of your obedience and your want to know how, want to do better, want to kind of figure it out. So again, it's
Miss Karina, because you just came over from TikTok, and thank you so much. So now it's Karina and NJ. Karina, when I saw this, I said enough is enough. But this is also where Shay had to jack me up and say, Derek, you gonna keep talking about this, bro? Or are we gonna put pen to paper? And are we gonna make this thing work? Because Derek, if you just keep talking about it, nothing ever gets done. But y'all, it broke my heart. And I always tell people this too, right? NJ, I tell people that if this don't break your heart to find out that there was a lady making 41 grand a month, housing people in rats and roaches, as she was coming to my hospital with her red bottom shoes on and her Gucci outfit. If that don't break your heart, you on the wrong YouTube channel.
I have a big question.
Karina, I tell people they on the wrong YouTube channel, because if this don't break your heart, making that kind of money, then what kind of people are we?
I have a question for you. I really do. And this just literally just hit me. And I don't think I've ever asked you this. As the social worker, were you ever able to see her intake process? And is it anything like yours?
No, the intake process was like this. I was the social worker, right? Wait. So I'll paint the picture. I'm the social worker working in a hospital.
Wait, we need to expand your face on this one.
And we get people that come into my hospital all day, every day, right? My job was to get on that phone. Here's my phone, which is my mouse today, and to call people like y'all. Because everybody in this room right now want to do this. So imagine me calling you all, but I was calling this lady. And I'll just call her Stephanie today. Hey, Stephanie, got another one. Stephanie don't want to know no details. She may say, well, Derek, how old is he? Derek, is he cool? And if I say, yep, I'll be there at 5 o'clock to get him. She never came to 8 o'clock at night, first of all. So that was a bad thing.
Wow.
But there was no intake process the way we teach our people. We have a whole assessment, y'all, that we ask before we move in anybody. Wow. This lady, if they had a heartbeat, she moved them in. Let me fast forward the story and tell y'all some real truth. When I got my first house, I kind of did the same thing because I wanted to make money so bad and so fast.
And it was costing.
I didn't want the rent to come from my pocket. I didn't want the light bill and the water bill to come from my pocket. But Shay, I found out real soon that me moving in anybody is the dumbest thing you can ever do in this business.
Right.
Because if you get what we call today a knucklehead, sometimes it takes you longer to get the knucklehead discharged or evicted than it's really worth. So today, what makes us super successful is first God.
Yeah.
Second, the assessment. Third, virtual assistants. VAs run our whole business today, y'all.
And can I tell you what else?
Go ahead, Shay.
AI
and Digital Flow Solutions, which is a digital flow or digital company that runs every business we have.
Yeah.
And AI now, which we're going to also get on today, is also running most of my business now when we're not available. Now I got staff and real people and all of that. But what happens when they clock out at 5 o'clock?
Ooh. What happens on the weekend?
AI tools and all of that stuff.
What happens on the weekend?
Still able to serve.
Come on,
you
sir.
All. So again,
back to that. Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to skip over that.
So wait.
I want to make sure that I'm serving Karina, and I want to make sure I'm serving NJ. Shay, go ahead, because
I know because
watch this, y'all. I mentioned something about techie, so that's where my wife gets
No.
No,
I actually want to go back to that question because, like I said, I've never asked you that.
Yeah, her intake process there was none,
and that's why I want it to be super imperative because I was watching somebody on one of the social platforms talking about their intake process. They're not, they're a consultant. And they were talking about that same process. And I was so kind and I put in the chat and I said, for longevity, make sure you learn how to do an assessment. They, of course, got somewhat, they didn't like that. And then somebody asked the question, well, why do we need to do an assessment? Because you want to know before they come into your home what you're getting. Because prime example, there's things that are making the news. And what people don't realize is it also takes away the stigma of this housing model. Because now you're being proactive instead of having to become reactive if the person is not a good fit for your housing program. And that was some of the stuff I put in the chat. And of course they blocked me from the live, but it was okay. But I feel like I gave enough information for that person. I didn't go wanting to steal nobody's consulting clients. No. As the trademark owner of independent living facility, and people all over the nation are now using this phrase, I want to make sure that you are doing us a good service, a good service, and not a disservice. Because if we see that it's a disservice, there's going to be repercussions for that. But ultimately, the goal is to make sure that anybody utilizing that name, that phrase of independent living, we don't want the stigma to come behind it. We want it to be operated in integrity and with the know-how. And that is important by making sure you do the assessment. So I was super curious about that because like you said, she never knew that. She never conducted an assessment. What made you, how did you implement or what made you create the assessment in the first place?
After getting started and my place turned into a clown show, right? Because again, I'm honest with you all, right? I could say when I first got into it, I did an assessment and I brought in all the right people. The devil is a liar. I'm not a liar. Guys, I brought in the wrong people because remember, also nobody taught this to me.
Right.
This girl told me, she said, Derek, I'll never teach you how to do this, bro, but you keep sending me these people. And when I saw that she would take anybody When I saw that, when I snuck to her places on a Saturday, have all of these people that was living in squalor, and really it was the wrong clientele, I said, I don't want my places like this.
Yeah.
But y'all, again, I'ma just be honest. As a person that was making $28,000 a year, and for y'all that's not really good at math, that's a little under $800 every 2 weeks taxed.
Mm-hmm.
When this lady showed me she was making $41,000 a month.
Every month.
Auntie Robbie, I nearly fainted when I saw that. It ain't because she told me. She took her phone out and went boop, 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 boop. Look, Derek, Chase Bank app. I'll never forget that. Mm-hmm. And she scrolled and she scrolled, and even in my mind I said, wow, she's actually showing me this. And in my mind, I'm also saying, man, she told me that she'll never teach me this, but why would she show me what she make doing?
Yeah.
Now, I believe that was God that was giving me the vision. And for probably 5 years straight, I never gave that young lady credit because I just thought she was a bad, crummy lady after I found out about it. Today, you will often hear me say, God, I thank you for that lady that showed me the vision of what I was to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because, God, you showed me my vision from somebody doing it the wrong way.
Yep.
Sometimes the way that God gonna show y'all stuff ain't the cookie cutter right way. God took my prayers, my wants, my desires, and said, okay, Derek, okay, big mouth, look at this girl making the kind of money you want to make in your life.
Yes,
but
sir.
She treat my people the wrong way. Derek, what happened if you get in this and do it the right way and not house people in rats and in roaches? Look at the beds that were on the ground. Like, why do we got to do that? How can you make 41 grand a month and house people in conditions that look like this?
And literally
look at the young man
nothing.
sitting on that bed, right? Now, obviously, I put a lot of pictures in that one, but you can't see it, but there's needles on that floor. Y'all, I walked in that room. This guy just happened to have been a diabetic, right? His insulin needles all over the floor, pills all over the floor, mice running in and out of the cabinets. The devil is a liar.
Wow.
And I said, God, if you let me get into this, I'll go all over the world teaching it. And Miss Karina, I said, God, I'll never take any credit.
Yeah.
And because some of y'all may not believe that, watch me do it right now. Guys, without God, I'm an absolute nobody. I'm nothing. But with God and y'all, we all can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We can do all things with God, but without God, guys, we're nobody.
Yeah.
And I promise, I say, God, and watch this though, because I'm still honest. Who am I to tell God, if you let me? Yeah. But again, just me being honest, I say, God, if you let me get in this, because God, you showed me a girl making 41 grand a month, mistreating people. And I, like I told y'all last Monday, close your eyes right now. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you made 40 grand a month, 20 grand a month? Some of y'all can't even imagine making 5 grand a month right now. That's what this business/ministry can do. Yes, it's a business. Yes, it's real estate. Yes, it's dealing with people. But to the core of what this is, y'all, Adams family, this is a ministry. I'm doing God's will, serving God's people. I'm being respected by my community while I'm doing it. And I ain't gonna hide this. Y'all, I make enough money to feed my family.
Yeah.
Because I got a family just like y'all do. Make sense, everybody? How cool is that you can do God's will, help people, be respected by your community, but also make enough money to feed your family? Now, if you don't want to live by that, again, you probably on the wrong YouTube channel, because I don't make it like it's secret that I want to make a bunch of money in life. Guys, I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy, but not just for Derek. That's the cheat code to it. I want my finances to spill over into my city. I want to be the biggest giver at my church.
Come on, sir.
And watch this. They never have to announce it. They never got to pull me on stage and say, Derek and Shay, y'all the biggest givers the devil is. In fact, that'll be embarrassing. I don't want people to know. But right now, listen to my language and how I'm speaking. You don't think God honors that? God, make me rich and add no sorrow.
Come on.
God, I want to be the biggest giver in my church, in my city, when there's a need in my family. Like, that should be all of our desires. And lucky for y'all, I found a business and a ministry that does it all at the same time. It is called Independent Living Facilities, an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So if you didn't know it, Shay and I got our own dictionary. Not the Webster Dictionary. It's the Forston Consultants Dictionary. And that's what it means for us. So again, type me in the chat if so far like this fits your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Not the lady that was making the 41 grand a month mistreating people, but how about if you do it the right way? Because that's what I said, God, if you, I said, Shay, can you imagine what our life gonna be like if we do this the right way?
Right way.
When I just saw a girl doing this, making 41 grand every 30 days, the wrong way she was doing it.
So I have another question.
Lord have mercy.
I have a backup question for that, Derek.
Talk to me.
So put the picture back up with the bad conditions. Because I know a lot of people's thought process is, well, how do you manage the conditions in the home if you don't live there? How are we able to make sure that this does not become the aesthetic of
rules,
the housing program?
Structure, and also me buying the mop, the dustpan, the broom, the Dawn dish detergent, excuse me, that's my country grammar. And me buying all the cleaning supplies, Taylor family. You guys asked that. Well, Derek, who's buying this stuff? Me, you. This is a one-stop shop, guys. I don't depend on my guys to go and buy bleach.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna buy it. I don't depend on my guys to go and buy the broom and the dustpan and the mop.
So let's be realistic in that too.
We buy all of that.
But let's be realistic in that, right? The reason why is, again, if they are stretched with a limited income, why don't you provide the things that will allow them to maintain a clean house without having to go into their pocket to do so? Y'all, let me tell you what I bought last week, okay? And this is how it will be distributed. I bought 4 gallons. Derek, tell them if I'm lying or not. 4 gallons. And I probably will when we take a commercial break or the next time we go live. Or actually, I'm gonna post a picture in our ILF Academy because I want people to see how easy it is to purchase things in bulk and have it available. I purchased 4 gallons of Dawn dish detergent, and then I have a nice big bottle that the ladies can put to the sink. I created a sticker on it, put it on there, and said, "Do not throw this bottle away. Call when close to empty, not when empty."
Put a line on it where it says, "Call when you get to this line."
When close to empty. Okay. Not only do I keep one at the house in a locked storage room where only one other person has a key, or the code, I should say, because I don't have keys, but they can now get in there and access this detergent. And then the rest of them stay here until it's time to go and replenish. So the goal is to make sure that you have things in place to help them to, it's no excuses. They have no excuse not to wash dishes.
And it's a part of our rules.
They have no excuse.
You can't just live in our places and not want to clean up. That's a part of our assessment.
Yes.
Remember, Shay told you guys earlier that we don't just move in anybody today.
Don't do that.
The assessment, again, here's our dictionary. An assessment at Forston Consultants means this: a series of questions that allows you and I to make a sound decision about who moves into your ILF.
Yep.
That's what an assessment is to us. And nothing is off limits.
Correct.
It can be as soft as, how old are you? What's your date of birth? It can be hard as, have you ever been arrested for any sexual crimes? Have you ever committed murder?
Yeah.
Are you a sexual offender?
And hold on, and just be careful too, because we're on YouTube and they will. So just don't say SA. Okay. But let me show you the importance about this. If you don't do an assessment, you are not operating in the realm of a smart housing provider. If you were renting to a normal average family, you're going to have what? An application.
Yep.
They're going to do a background check. So all of this same information that we are verbally asking for is the same information that we are getting in the assessment, but just diving a little deeper because of the population that we serve. So you got to be mindful of the process, right? I think a lot of people get held up because they say, oh, independent living, we just take people from homeless to hopeful no matter what. You've got to be mindful. There was just a situation that happened here in Florida where a lady that was running an independent, and I'm using my quote fingers because she wasn't taught by us, she wasn't trained by us, we don't know who she is, but she was running an independent living home, and there was a tragic murder because no assessment. Don't just assess the client, assess the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Assess the case manager. Assess anybody that's in important part of that person's care. You know, so that way you're getting the right information and able to make the right yes or no in regards to placement.
Assessment allows you to choose the right people, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that's going to need your help in this thing when you get into it. But everybody is not a good fit for your program.
Yeah, it may be a bunch of different things, right?
And that's why we also teach you guys the housing referral agent model, the HRA. That's why we're selling the tickets for South Carolina, and it comes with that.
Yeah.
So both of our tickets for this South Carolina event, guys, comes with the HRA business in a box.
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't have a house, you can't buy one or rent one. We teach you how to make referrals for that guy named Mr. Johnny that called your phone and still make a referral fee. So I hope that makes sense, everybody.
I hope so.
So right here is what I want to show you guys. After I saw all the rats, the roaches, and the filth and the grime, I took 2 years to kind of get this thing right. And I lost 60 pounds doing it, y'all. Because when God gave me the vision for what this was, I couldn't eat and I couldn't sleep until I got it.
It was terrible, guys.
And when I thought I had it, I dragged my brother into it. And thank God for him. We always called my brother the guinea pig. And he had a shirt called Thank God for the Guinea Pig.
Yep.
Because for you all that are newer to me and don't know this, my brother passed away a year or some change ago, right? Not been super long. So he's one of the founders of this whole thing. Today, you guys see me and Shay all the time, but don't get it twisted. Me and my brother started this many years ago, and God just happened to call him home a little earlier than we kind of wanted, right? Us being selfish, but God said, Otis, it's time to go. But when I dragged Otis into it, my brother had a full-time job, just like most of y'all. This is a great teaching point. My brother taught from the standpoint of keep your job and do this.
Yeah.
I taught from the standpoint of get away from that job and do this. But watch this. If you got a great job like my brother did, his own office, nobody bothered him. He came in when he wanted to. He left when he wanted to.
That's the
took
ideal.
An extended lunch break when he wanted to, and nobody bothered him. You keep your job.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to you. We're going to strategize when you leave.
I like that.
Right? You just don't quit and leave your job like I did. Because I told you guys, even though I did do that, and I did plan, what I know today and how things went, I would have planned it better. And I tell you guys all the time, one of the major things I would have done was apply for business credit before leaving my job.
Yeah.
That looks really dumb, leaving a 9-to-5 job that I was at for 9 years and then go to the bank trying to borrow money. Wah, wah, wah. That's not happening.
Yeah.
The bank respects your W-2 more than this entrepreneurship thing that you started. And watch what's real crazy. You can be making 30 grand at your W-2. I could be making 130 grand on my entrepreneurship thing. The bank respects the W-2 more. So don't leave your job and then apply for business credit.
Yeah.
Apply for the business credit first and then tell your job, adios. Dummy me did it backwards.
Get the funding. Get the funding first.
Get the funding first.
Get the funding first. I love that.
But
get
as I say all the time, man, I would have stayed on my job probably just a little bit longer to get that business credit.
Yeah.
And then I would say, adios, y'all. But lucky for you all, again, I'm not a crab in a bucket, and I couldn't wait to teach it. So today, this is what we make it look like. And as I scroll through these pictures, I'm going to just be honest again, guys. Hardly anything you see in this video on this picture is brand new, except the pillowcase,
the linen,
comforter, and sheets. Mm-hmm. So all the linen is brand new. Everything else is gently used. Mm-hmm. And if you've been following us for some time now, you will see how donations are given to us, sometimes from hotels, resorts,
Mhm.
not the motel, but hotels.
Yeah, because we're in Florida,
and
so
resorts.
a lot of the
Let's talk about that.
so we're in Florida. A lot of the resorts do a room refresh, and what they do is they'll contact nonprofit organizations, different organizations, and have us come and go through have the pick of the litter, pretty much,
Mhm.
and be able to pull the things that we need: beds, headboards, dressers, nightstands, dining sets, like it living room furniture, like any and all of that stuff, because it's cheaper for them than disposing of those items. It costs more.
Yeah, I show pictures all the time on our YouTube as well as our Facebook and Instagram of like
Yeah.
hotels that call us and say, Derek, if you don't come and get it, it's going in the trash in the next 5 days.
Mhm.
We just ordered 50 dumpsters, Derek. But I would love if you and your team can come and
get
help
it.
us with all of your people and come and get it.
Yeah.
So if you're in Central Florida, there's a lot of times where I'll call you guys and say, hey guys, let's go to hotel blah blah blah, because they're
Correct.
giving it away. Bring your own U-Haul truck.
Yeah, and like Nancy J just said, and it's also a write-off, especially when they do it to me. When they do it and say, hey, Angela Denise Foundation, come on and get this stuff. When we take it in, we get an itemized list, and then we go for it. Let me, just so y'all know, because I think Nancy J is new to us. So Nancy J, I am a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and Derek is an LLC. So we kind of balance the tables there, right?
The judge just told me last week, a
Right.
couple days ago, that we're going to S Corp for me. So,
so we're going S Corp for Forston Consultants and Second Chance Housing and all of that. But yeah, so just know that it's always a blessing too, and a benefit to either have a partnership with a nonprofit or, have a arm that is nonprofit, because people are more apt to the giving side of that because of that.
So again, guys, everything that you see, even in this picture, guys, it's gently used. The only brand new thing in that picture right there that you see is the rug from Walmart, was about $49.99. And that big screen TV, I bought that.
Yeah, that
but
was it.
Everything else came from a hotel or like this resort. That was in like Kissimmee, Florida, I think, Shay.
Mhm.
I mean, beautiful stuff, you guys. Like most of this stuff, again, came from that resort. Those headboards, those armoires, the dressers, all of that stuff came from that resort. And because, again, people know what I do, watch this, because I run my big mouth on social media all the time. People donate this stuff to us, y'all.
Correct.
Why do you guys think I tell you all the time that most importantly, aside from your website, is your social media? Because I truly believe your social media is way more important than your website.
Exactly.
Social media is how they find you. Your website sometimes is how they trust you.
Yep.
Make sense, everybody?
Yeah. So
Let's
there's
take a commercial break, and we're going to come right back.
Okay.
Don't you scroll any further. You've been interested in starting an independent living facility, whether it's for-profit or nonprofit. You've asked us over and over again to come to South Carolina, and we will be there August the 2nd. Derek and myself from Forston Consultants will be in Columbia, South Carolina to teach you all things independent living facilities. Get your tickets today. They will sell out very quickly, so you do not want to miss out. Visit ilfconsulting.org to get your tickets, and we will see you in Columbia, South Carolina. Don't wait to be great.
All right. We are back. So, Derek, there's a question in the chat from Linda, and she says, can one person own an LLC and a nonprofit? I love to debunk this myth. So first and foremost, nobody owns a nonprofit. The community you serve is pretty much the overseer of your nonprofit, right? A nonprofit is governed by a board. So you can found a nonprofit, be the founder, the thought leader of a nonprofit, but ultimately there's no ownership. The ownership is vested interest in the community that it serves. And one thing I did a course, it's called Know Before You Go Nonprofit. It's available on Forston Consultants website. So you can go ahead, you can text the word. Oh, I don't even remember the key word. I'll get it for you. But there is a course, Know Before You Go Nonprofit, where I talk about all of the important aspects of the things you need to know before you take that step or that leap into becoming a nonprofit founder. There's a lot of verbiage that people use that is incorrect, and ownership is one of them. So you'll always hear somebody, well, I own a nonprofit. No, you don't. If you think you have ownership, you can kiss that goodbye.
The first time I heard that, I thought that was crazy. Am I the only one? Put in the chat right now if you're new to that concept. Does that sound crazy or what? What do you mean I don't own it?
Yeah.
I paid for it, didn't I?
You can pay for it all you want.
People like me and think that sounds weird, but let Shay educate you on it though, because I thought that was a hunk of baloney.
Correct. Yeah.
Let me know in the chat. I want to know, am I the only one?
No, it's very important that people know the language and the lingo before they go into the nonprofit space, because it can put you in a really bad position when you don't understand the nuances in that. Having a board of directors, not a board of friends and family members, really having a diverse board, knowing the importance of being structured and set up appropriate, the correct way, making sure you're filing the right 990, whether it's your 990s, making sure you're creating your bylaws that benefit the true vision of the organization. There's a lot of different things that you can do, but yes, you can be a part of a nonprofit and a LLC or for-profit, but you've got to make sure that there is no inappropriate commingling of whether it's services, whether it's goods, whether it's funds, anything like that. The IRS and the government is really strict on how you operate your nonprofit. And in the event that you start teetering or kind of commingling those lines, you can forget about having your 501c3 status. They will remove it from you. You want to make sure that your nonprofit is set up to meet a goal, to meet a need in a community in which it's going to serve. And you want to make sure that you've got vested interest from that community that you are serving. Because if you just have an idea and a vision, you really don't have an organization. You really just spent a lot of money setting up an NPO and really not making it do what it needs to do in the big scheme of things, right? A lot of people run to the nonprofit platform thinking because it's grants. A lot of people don't know a nonprofit really isn't seasoned in its ability to gain large grants or large funding until it's about 5 years old. Your funders and your organizations that do a lot of the grantor or grant offering grants are looking for longevity, and they will look at your finances. So a lot of that information you can find in the course, Know Before You Go Nonprofit. If you're interested, just text the phrase NPO, N as in non, P as in profit, O as an organization to 407-326-0086. And I'll make sure you get access to that course. Please know that nonprofits are I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of money in setting up as a nonprofit and realizing that they needed to be a B Corp instead, right? Instead of being nonprofit. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Yeah, Glisten Glam said that part, commingling. Listen, a lot of people do a lot of messy stuff. The commingling is a whole thing. I've been consulting some other nonprofit organizations along the way, and I had to get them a whole new accountant, and it's been a mess because people don't realize the intricacies in that platform. Having that nonprofit organization and that 501c status, and I'm going to say C because because you're a nonprofit, you may not fall under the C3. You can be a C. It can be a 2 or 1, several different categorizations under that. So just
Shay, you can also talk about the private room. We had a question about the private and the shared room. What is the difference and why do you offer them both?
So I offer the private room It gives that person. So for me, I've gotten a lot of my residents have kind of shifted a little bit in the past couple of years. I'm getting a lot more of the working individual that just has fallen on hard times, financial, difficulties. And the private room is a better accommodation for them, right? They've got a little bit more things that they own, right? And they need to maintain their privacy. So the private room is, of course, that room that is just that individual. They may share the common restroom and other parts of the home, as all of our ILFs do. But then I have the private suite, which is also a private room, but has an ensuite.
Gotcha.
So they now have their own restroom along with, their own bedroom, but they still share all of the other common areas of the home. So a little bit more privacy.
Okay.
So just like a hotel, right? You got the double queen, you've got the, the minis, the junior suite, the suite. So no different, just in a different format, housing structure.
Got it.
So B Corp is a corporation that kind of, it's similar, not similar. It's similar to the, it's for outreach as well as profitability. It's a business with a mission, and it's, again, not a nonprofit, not 501c3, but it does have a designation within it that allows you to operate in purpose, and not so much as a nonprofit. So you can, the founders can reap a profit at the end of the fiscal year of that B Corp. Check it out. It's not available in every state. So you just have to see if it's available in your state. So that is not something, and my accountant really just educated us on it because it just became available in the state of Florida a couple of years ago. So she's been, even know about that. She's been in educating me on it. So go ahead and just and put some information into your, into ChatGPT, find out if it's available in your city or state, because it's not available everywhere. It's not made equally across state lines.
Good stuff. So guys, let's get a quick word from David and Dennis, and let's come right back answering more of your questions. Hey David, did you know that you can start your own housing program and it doesn't require you for you to own the property and you do not need a license? So how in the world would you do that? I was always told that you had to own the property and that there was always some kind of special license that you had to get from your city to do this. People always told me that there was lots of red tape to jump through. So you mean to tell me that these are also not group homes? It's actually simple. They're called independent living facilities, and Forster Consultants actually created it. They hold the trademark for it. So I follow them religiously on Instagram at Forster Consultants as well as Facebook. And every Monday night at 6 p.m., they actually go live on YouTube at Forster Consultants, and I follow them there as well. So you mean to tell me my dream of becoming this housing provider that I've always dreamt of is closer than I realize? And again, you're telling me I don't need a license and I don't have to own the property. Absolutely. You do not have to own the property. You don't have to be a nurse. You don't have to be a CNA, and you can get started as soon as tomorrow. Click the link below for more information. All right, we are back. Let's jump back in the chat real quick for some questions.
Let's expand and let's go here.
How you guys enjoy David and Dennis? They're going to be coming out with some new content, so look forward to that. David, as y'all know, he's a little bit of a knucklehead. You got to be patient with him, but Dennis is very sharp and he's on it. He graduated from Forster Consultants, so he's a lot like me. So let's read that question, Shay, and I'll knock it out.
So the question, are clients allowed guests, and how do you prevent it?
Absolutely not. So there is no guest under our coaching with this model. We believe that guest brings trouble. But if Rodney wants to come and knock on the door and ask for Brad, and then they go out to McDonald's in the skating ring together, no problem. Knock yourself out. But they cannot watch the football game together in my ILF. So we don't believe in that, having company, because again, to me, that brings domestic violence. It brings problems. It brings the boo thing and the boyfriend and the girlfriend. So we don't want that. We want to make a safe environment for everybody. Not because Derek's a bad guy and I'm just so strict. We've tried that.
Yeah.
So our success comes when we don't allow the company, except other than them coming to knock on the door and they leave together. Make sense?
Yeah.
And how I prevent that is in my rule book. Me verbally telling them, but also my camera system that catches everything from a human being, from a kitty cat to a dog. So my camera system catches everything inside and out. And my virtual assistant that's also tied into it is going to see it. And then we may make a phone call to bring regulation, as I like to call it. Right? So let me know in the chat if that makes sense to you and if I answered your question, but absolutely no company is allowed in the house for safety reasons.
So I'm going to answer this other question. What is the difference between pad split and independent living? Pad split, of course, it's like a graduated, it's like the ILF version of Airbnb, right? They're going to get equity in any placement, right? So it's an equity play on the ILF model or a shared living model. It's a organization that has come up with an idea and a platform to help you split your pad, in other words, right? Or rent out rooms. They're going to do a little bit more of the heavy lifting.
But they take a fee for all of that.
Right. It's an equity play. Yeah. So they're going to take a fee. Right. They're like an HRA, a housing referral agency, and they're going to help you bring in the residents. But ultimately, again, it's the same model. Nobody gets a fee from me though. I'm doing the legwork. I'm making the connections. I'm doing all of it's my rules, my regulations, my organization's process of intake. So that's where it differs. That's where the difference happens. I hope that answers your questions. And if we're answering your question, go ahead and let us know in the chat. Is there a price difference in between each bedroom type? Absolutely. Yes. So my shared rooms start at $680 and it can go all the way up to $980. To actually close to what I'm going to say $1,000, just say $1,000, depending on the property and the location of where that person is being housed and the room type. So again, we've got choices. You've got options.
Yep. And just to give that other example, just one more time of what it looks like. And this is what Shay keep talking about with that private room. Private means they're not sharing nothing with nobody, meaning that they have their own bathroom. No, excuse me. Private means they still share the hallway bathroom. Yeah. Private suite means they have their own bathroom and they don't have to share unless they want to be a nice guy, right? So if some guy can't hold it and the other bathroom's taken up, guess what?
Right.
This other guy can now let him in if he wants to. And if he's a nice guy, he's going to do that.
And we've got residents that
naturally, they don't have to share, guys.
Yeah.
But watch me answer this other question coming from the Ricketts family. You guys asked, what is the most model that is used and wanted? This one.
Shared, yeah.
The shared, because most people just simply can't afford that private room. Even though they want it, they can't afford it. Shay, can you tell them how many times you get a call for that private room, but they can't afford it, and you got to educate them?
A lot. And that's important that you say that, to educate, right? A lot of people do not have realistic expectations in what their finances can technically get them in housing. So what we do is we explain. And one of the ways I do that, Derek, and I'm going to drop a gem for those that are listening. So TikTok, I hope you got a pen and a paper because you won't hear this anywhere else. Go online, go to ChatGPT, get a true estimate of all motels, not hotels. You can do hotels as well, but you want to get the average daily rate. And you're going to give ChatGPT instructions on the location, the square, the area, the perimeter, the square area of what you're looking for. So maybe like 10 miles, 15 miles, 30 miles to your ILF. And I want you to get the daily rate. 99, get daily, get weekly, and see if they do monthly. Because a lot of people don't know that there's been some law changes in extended stays where people, if they are in an extended stay, they cannot stay for the full month. They've got to check out for at least 24 hours and then check back in. Right. Wow. And then check back in. So get that information and now you're able to educate those individuals on the realistic pricing of whether it's a motel, whether it's rent. So that's how you're going to be able to inform them to help them make an informed decision of what their finances can get them in your area.
Does that make sense?
Educate.
That's a big gem, but if you
big
guys
gem.
missed it, it's gonna be below.
Well, guess what? I ain't repeating it.
Right?
Ha ha ha.
But
Catch the replay.
Y'all, I'm gonna give the grittier version of that.
Yeah.
And let me see.
Don't go gritty. Just be, you know, a little loose.
No, I want to give the gritty version actually. And it sounds like this to a caseworker, and I'll be nice, Mr. Caseworker. Did you know that the raggediest hotel in this city still wants $79.99 a night? That's full of bed bugs and roaches, and got the prostitution going behind that back alley.
Ooh.
Do you realize here at my program, here y'all introduce y'all name? Finally, y'all put your own program in the chat right now. But here at Second Chance, we're only $24 a day.
Ooh.
And we provide Wi-Fi, washer and dryer,
come on, sir,
table,
yes,
and a comfortable living environment with all linens included. Guys, I'm hard to beat like that. That's why Shay broke that down. And I knew y'all was gonna miss it, so I wanted to go back.
I want him.
I'm gonna give the grittier version, Mr. Roberts. Not trying to be a jerk, but do you understand that the raggediest motel in your city right now, they still want $89.99 a night? Here at Refuge Solutions, we are under $26 a day. And if you find something better than that, let us know, because we want to make sure that we match what's going on in this city. And y'all, I'll admit, me and my team use that so much, because my housing right now is Second Chance Housing. It's like under $25 a day. I'm in Orlando, Florida. You can get a raggedy motel with roaches in it for $99 a night.
Yeah.
You can go to Kissimmee and get it for like $79 a night.
So we drove by somewhere.
Second Chance. Ooh, and I got free Wi-Fi.
Derek, we drove by somewhere. We drove by somewhere just the other day, and their weekly rate is $4.97. I said, Derek, ain't this a blip? And if you would have seen where this place was located, I can only it's on the host roll. Just know that. I'm gonna call it what it is. So I already know what it's gonna look like on the inside. We already know what's happening around the area because it's right there in the air. It's literally right on the street. So just be mindful of that you want to make sure that you're giving people, you're informing, educating. A lot of what we do in this space is educating not only the residents, but also the case managers, the social workers. We're also going to be educating the family members of these people that we're housing, so that they kind of sort of know the expectations and being realistic. A lot of people have really unrealistic expectations when it comes to housing. And sometimes, depending on the population that you're serving or you're seeing that large influx of calls for, they may not have that understanding neither. Miss Linda said she said one-on-one coaching for me. For my LLC, please. Can I register for it any day? Yes, you can. You can go to forstonconsultants.com and go to products and services, and you can even go right online.
One of these nice people probably got an affiliate deal with that
somebody
helps you out more. So Miss Robbie probably has one.
An affiliate, and Katara has affiliate link.
I tell you guys all the time, like, drop that affiliate link.
Yeah, so that Miss Linda can get your
unless we're reading what Miss Linda put in the chat the wrong way. Sounds like she wants one-on-one coaching. Why aren't you guys dropping y'all affiliate link to help Linda?
She didn't put it in the wrong way. She said one-on-one consultation for my LLC, please.
Oh, and also, guys, I announced this on, I think it was
do we tell Miss Linda about what's happening?
If you purchase the ILF Mastery Blueprint one-on-one coaching, you come to South Carolina complimentary. You don't even pay for that.
Ooh.
I stamp your ticket to come to South
Carolina.
As
long as tickets are available.
If you're anywhere near, or if you want to travel, if you purchase the ILF Mastery Blueprint while seats are still available, because remember, guys, we're taking the first 40 people that want to change their life. Now, if you don't want to change your life and you happy with your job, this is not for you. If you got a great job and you go to work smiling every Monday, some of y'all already thinking about Monday morning and it's only Saturday. You don't want to go to work. I'm talking to you. But if you got a great job and everything's good and you come in when you want to, leave when you want to, and your salary is great, you could just miss this whole message. But if you want to change your life through real estate and helping people and doing God's will, that's the cheat code to this whole business, y'all. Because God already gave his stamp of approval. He blowed on this thing already. Why you think more than just Shay and I are successful at it?
There's so many people,
if
you know.
Shay were the only people that was good at this, again, this is baloney. But
there's
because
so many
we
people,
want to show you Katara Johnson and other people that we've taught this to, that's the cheat code. So again, guys, if you want our one-on-one coaching, either one of these nice people going to drop their link, or you guys can go to forsterconsultants.com. Under the tab that says products and services, it's the first one that pop up.
Derek, don't we have something happening
and
this
we
week,
got
though?
financing. So if you ain't got $5,000 in your pocket, click on that one that says Klarna or Afterpay.
Yeah.
Some people paying $190 a month to get this thing, $220 a month. And that, again, to me is a cheat code. Because most of y'all may not have the $4,997 in your pocket. That's $3 away from $5,000, and we cover the tax. Guys, I am so gracious to y'all that it's crazy. My one-on-one coaching, y'all, is normally $7,500. But all this year, the whole year,
it's on a
crazy sale. Help more people. So it's only $4,997. That's $3 away from $5,000, and we cover the tax. And my accountant, I'll be honest with you, she hate that I do that. She want me to charge y'all tax and the full price. But she understands my mission and what we're doing.
That's the blessing.
And we want to help a lot of people. So, guys, don't come to me in January thinking you can get this for $5,000. It's gonna be double. It's gonna be like 10.
And Derek, it's gonna look different.
So, guys, $4,997, and we offer financing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say to Ms. Linda, welcome to the family.
Welcome.
Because
absolutely.
Between God and us, we gonna change your life. And if we real smart, Miss Linda, we gonna sing together. God did it. We gonna take no credit. Jesus did it. Y'all gonna say it. How many y'all want to hear me sing today?
Stop. You already did, now. Derek. You already did. No. Absolutely not. Derek, today? Stop it. No.
Y'all put a check. Go ahead, brother Derek.
No.
And I'll blow right now.
I bet you $1 I'll end this whole live. I will end the whole live. I will end the whole live. He'll have us on copyright infringement, noise pollution.
I am so joking because y'all know that Shay is the real songbird. I just love to sing. But God didn't bless me
Auntie
with
Robbie,
that.
don't you do that.
God did bless me with, though, to be the best coach in America when it comes to independent living facilities and involving the love of God in it.
Yeah.
And again, if you the desire, because what I love about what a lot of people are doing under our coaching, and remember, guys, I don't take no credit. We're seeing people walk off their job 60 to 90 days from the day they meet us. Miss Linda, I'm going to assume you knew to me today, but can you imagine walking off your job 30 to 60 to 90 days of meeting me? And that's what we're seeing a lot of people do. I'm seeing you all inside of the ILF Academy. You guys are launching houses. You're getting new clients. Shout out to, I think I saw Kathy and Ronald Barnett state that they got their second new resident already. They've been knowing me under 60 days, y'all. Kathy and Ronald cannot say that they've been knowing me longer than 60 days under this coaching and already got a house with 3 clients in it. Lord have mercy. Clap if you ain't no hater about that.
Why is our team working today?
Auntie Robbie said, go ahead on the same. So
Auntie Robbie, don't make me come after you.
Sizzle, SZA says thing.
Don't do that.
And they said sing.
He gonna make a joyful noise. That's what he's gonna make.
Oh, did it? See, they don't know me. Y'all, I get down and sing today. Y'all don't know.
Auntie Robbie, this is your mess. You anyway, and your sister,
we finna get ready to close it down in just a little bit, but I want to make sure that we all understand what's happening August 2nd. I also want to make sure that everybody understand that we have one-on-one coaching and the DIY. So if you say, Derek, I don't need you to hold my hand. I don't need your one-on-one coaching. Guys, we also got DIY, meaning do it at your own pace. But I tell you what, we're going to play a quick commercial break and we're going to come right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Have you ever imagined starting your own housing program? That's probably why you're here. And if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, like you're kind of getting right now, but in a more of a one-on-one setting, just you and I, that's our ILF Mastery Blueprint. There's a number that they're scrolling below on this screen right now. If you text the word scholarship to that phone number, my team is going to get you some information. So first of all, I'm going to say congratulations and thank you for moving at the speed of instruction. We look forward to working with you. And again, this is only for people that desire our one-on-one coaching, which is designed to watch you succeed from going from a zero to a hero when it comes to information and knowing how to implement this independent living facility model without any mistakes. That's most important. So again, our ILF Mastery Blueprint, guys, there's a scholarship that's available for it that'll slice the price in half, which is also a no-brainer. So again, if you've ever desired to start your own housing program, but you thought you needed a license, you don't. You thought you had to be a nurse, you don't. You thought you had to own the property, you don't. Consider our ILF Mastery Blueprint, where we are going to take you to success and let God use you in your community, housing the homeless and the displaced. Let's get back to the show. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. And again, thank y'all so much for being here. We super appreciate it. You guys have a lot of choices of where you could be. But boy, y'all chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. So as you see Miss Robbie putting in the chat, Miss Robbie's a part of our team, guys. Auntie Robbie to y'all, because that's my auntie. Auntie's a part of our marketing team. Right. So if you guys do anything from her movement or from her say, just let me know. Say, hey, Derek, I only did this because I saw your auntie post it. I need to know that, because if my auntie ain't doing her job, y'all, I want to know. But if she doing it, I want to know. So if you do anything and it's because you saw my auntie post it, Auntie Robbie Mariner, not Mariner, Mariner, let me know. Because I got a special incentive for her, but she got to drive y'all in. So if she don't drive it, it don't count. So if you coming to me, you say, Derek, boy, I saw your auntie post something about a scholarship. And bro, what is that? I want to be able to get my auntie credit for that. So let us know,
Auntie.
okay? Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys so much, because again, you guys got a lot of choices, but y'all chose to be here. Shay's going to probably still end up wrapping us up. There's also questions in the chat that I don't think we got to, right? But I want to make sure we don't leave this channel without me answering everything that you guys had.
And I want
again, your next opportunity to catch us live for probably the most affordable thing that you'll get all year long is this ILF treat that we're giving you in South Carolina. So you're going to go to ILF Consulting, ilfconsulting.org.
Oh, I think I gave this person the wrong email.
There's 2 tickets, VIP. You get to come day 1, and I'm also giving you the HRA Business in a Box. That means we build your website. We give you all of that paperwork that we always talk about, the phone scripts, so that you can now refer into other people that already have the property, and they'll pay you for it.
It's like a huge networking
we teach you guys how to be an affiliate of other people. How many of y'all wouldn't mind filling Katara's rest of her beds? Because Katara's getting ready to get another house, y'all. It's going to probably be a 4-bed, 2-bath. She going to need 8 people to put in that place. Who would say, Derek, I want to learn that. I want to fill Katara's bed. So Derek, you told me that Katara will pay me. Yes, she will, because it's called a referral fee.
That's right.
$300. So it might be lower, it might be higher.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all do, but I coach you to that. You choose your price. Make sense, everybody? So when you call Katara, say, hey, sis, got you a great guy. He a military veteran. And since if you bring him in, my fee is you give Katara your fee. Katara don't control your fee. Katara want the person. And remember, Katara didn't know Mr. Johnny without you referring him. So instead of just saying thank you, Katara gonna pay your fee. And then you should say, Katara, how many more beds you got? Because
Katara said, I'm ready. Katara said, I'm ready to pay.
Exactly.
Let's go, fam.
See what I mean? How many of y'all want to make $300 to $400 just by making a referral, and you never even got to deal with the guy? Katara gonna house him. That's why the HRA, y'all, is so powerful. In fact, watch this. If you're new to us, let me give you a 14-minute webinar for free that only talks about the HRA. Right now, text HRA to 407-326-0086. It is scrolling below on the bottom, I think. That phone number?
Yeah, the phone number is the same.
Text the word or the phrase HRA. 10 of y'all should do that right now. Because if you don't have a house, you can't buy one, you can't rent one, you can't lease one, no problem. We'll teach you how to use your cell phone. Because if y'all send me a client on Monday morning, I'll Zelle you so fast, it'll scare you. You'll be like, oh my God, that boy actually paid me. Yes. Because if you send me Mr. Billy and I didn't know Billy, I owe you money for that. You did great work. You and I work together to keep a guy from being homeless, and I want to say thank you and pay you for it. Because remember, he going to pay my monthly rent. So I'm going to give you your fee for just introducing me. Y'all, that's all an affiliate is. So go to ilfconsulting.org, VIP ticket. You come day one, and I give you the HRA business in the box and build your website. But if you say, no, Derek, I want to walk through it and see the POC thing that you always talking about, proof of concept. Derek, can I walk through Katara's house and see her people and her house? Yes.
I see a whole bunch
called
happening.
The elite ticket. Guys, that's only $397. I have nothing else that affordable under my coaching. So to get the coaching on day one and day two, because on day two, from what you see, you're going to have questions. Katara going to answer them, and so will I. Because guess what's cool about day two? You get to see Katara Johnson in her element, as I call it, doing what God has called her to do, just like most of y'all. But she took the coaching, and now we brother and sister. And she got multiple properties now. And the one that we're going to see on the same street, she got another one.
Yeah.
So we want to show you guys, how can you be that?
Yeah, how can you do something amazing?
Because I'm such a great coach, watch this. I don't want you to be like Derek and Shay or like Katara. The devil is a liar. I want you to be better than me and Shay.
Yeah.
Better than Katara. Because isn't there some saying or some quote or in that good book in that Bible that says that at some point, the student should outdo the teacher eventually? I don't want you guys to be like me and Shay. I want y'all to be better than us. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, sir.
One more quick commercial break, and we're going to get you guys out of here. Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying this information. But just in case if you was wondering, how could you get more one-on-one coaching just like this? First of all, you can ask just by typing it in the chat, or you can visit forstonconsultants.com/IMB. Again, the IMB stands for ILF Mastery Blueprint. So again, if you want one-on-one coaching, let us know. This is exactly what we do. And again, don't spend all your time in this room today without asking questions. As you see, we're giving out a lot of great information. So make sure you ask your questions just to make sure that you fully understand it. And then also don't forget, we give you guys a free strategy call. So we want you to watch our webinar. That's it. Also at forstonconsultants.com/webinars, but also soak up a lot of this information that we're giving you guys on YouTube, and then schedule a free strategy call so that we can get on the phone to talk about how fast can we get you started. Let's get back to the show. Your job.
Hey,
What's going on, everybody?
Big shout out to Neonta, Derek. We haven't seen you in a while, sis. Welcome.
Hey, sis. How you doing, sis?
Pray all is well. We'll be in South Carolina August 2nd, Neonta.
I'm a stomping ground, Neonta.
We'll be in
South Carolina.
So you better come join us, sis.
You and Mr. Romeo, we want to see you there. For all of you folks that are emailing me about, do you teach this down south? Neonta is one of my people that I keep telling y'all about. We teach a ton of people down South Florida. Remember, guys, our coaching is in 39 states right now. Who can help us be number 40, 41, 42, and on to 50?
Yeah.
Because I'm coaching nobody right now in the state of Montana. Nobody in the state of Maine. Nobody in Vermont. Like, can y'all help me out? But right now, of everybody that's here, can y'all put in the chat what city and state you guys are in? I want to just see in the chat if there's anybody here that's somewhere where our coaching is not. Because I'm going to beg y'all to join. Because I want to get this thing to 50 states eventually. And we were hovering around 27 for a while. Then it went to 32, then 33, then 37. We're at 39 states.
Yeah.
Everybody put in the chat right now, please. Where are you from? Or where will you launch your first ILF? Give me city and state.
Minnesota.
I want to see. Quelly's in Minnesota.
Yeah, we got somebody in.
You already, Linda. As soon as you get started, I'm going to introduce you to Quelly.
Yep.
She's in Minnesota doing this.
Minnesota and Arizona.
I'm in Houston too. Try again, Shoshana. Who else?
You see Neonta talking about she in South Carolina right now. Don't make me spank you.
What part? If you ain't been down to see Katara.
Right.
What part of South Carolina, sis? New Haven, Connecticut. Got people in Connecticut. Somebody please name a state that we're not in. Please.
Mm-hmm. And hey, anniversary man, it's close to that time. We went over.
Actually, we're past time. So we're getting ready to shut it down, you guys. We went like 33 minutes over because remember, I'm on vacation, y'all.
On vacation.
Shay and I's 13th wedding anniversary, y'all, is July 7th.
Monday.
But we started it actually kind of last week. So we're on a whole three-week hiatus. So we would appreciate you guys' love, y'all prayers, y'all best wishes for us. Shay and I are getting a lot of rest. We're also getting a lot of things done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about a lot of the AI stuff that we've been kind of messing around with. Obviously, you all have seen Shay's commercial that I keep playing, but also follow me and Shay both on our personal pages as we're showing you guys a lot of this AI stuff.
Correct.
And probably even on Monday, we're going to start talking about how we're using these bots to now help us respond and do work for us when we're not available. So we'll do that Monday. 5 of y'all type in the chat the word Monday because I want y'all to be here Monday at
No,
7 p.m.
No, sir.
I'm off Monday?
No, sir.
I'm off Monday, y'all?
You better check what Monday's date is, sir.
I'm messing up, y'all. So
it's our anniversary.
Oh, yeah, we might even be around. Yeah. Well, actually, our travel dates are a little different from our anniversary.
That's fine, but you promised me dinner.
Oh, no. Absolutely. Sir. Absolutely. Don't none of y'all get twisted. I'm taking Shay to dinner. That's automatic.
And then our travel dates are a little later, right?
Because we're doing something special did this year for our anniversary that we've never done before. So we're excited for that. So I changed my mind. Y'all will not see me Monday.
You see a replay.
Right? There'll be a replay.
Us.
Or you never know. Make sure that you subscribe because what if Shay decided to go live at 10 a.m. Monday instead of 7? Wink, wink, wink. Right? So make sure that all of you folks that are on TikTok come over to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we're going to be going here for less than 3 minutes. We're going to be out of here. I want to say thank you all so much for being here with us today. We hope that we said something that encouraged you, inspired you, but not only that, but said something that can help you get started, like our coaching. Remember, we got one-on-one coaching and we got DIY.
Yeah.
Right. So the DIY is only $497.
Do it
That's
yourself.
$3 away from $500, and we still build your website and give you that $8,000 worth of paperwork. Comes with everything. You just don't get me. But the one-on-one coaching, again, and I'm ending this in January. But anybody that gets my coaching right now, you stuck with me for life. My January people won't even know what that meant. Right. But guys, I've been coaching this model for about 7 years now. Year 8, we're going to turn that chapter. No longer will the accessibility be the same. But if you purchase now, between now and December 31st, you're still locked into the way I've been doing it for 7 years on the coaching side. But my people that meet me in January, they will have no clue that it was like this. That y'all could call me every day, and I still gave you set meetings every 2 weeks. Right. So just in case if you didn't know it, my one-on-one coaching right now, until December 31st, you can call me Monday through Friday, 50 times a day. Hate to say that.
Just saying.
But that's true. And then I also give you a set session that goes for an hour or two every 2 weeks for the rest of your life. And again, that never ends. But my people that meet me in January, they'll never knew that even existed. Because it won't be offered like that. It's going to be the same great coaching, but it'll be more so in probably a group setting, and you'll meet with me probably once or twice a month, right? Because what we found out even through our DIY, a lot of you guys are purchasing our DIY, and y'all are getting started, and you never speak to me. That's a testament to what you put into it, but also how great that coaching is. So I'm more than confident that you guys can get the DIY and be good. But for you all that want that one-on-one coaching, I'm going to still offer that. It's just going to look a little different. So if you get in between now and December 31st, nothing changes and you're grandfathered in for life. But if you buy this product in January, guys, it's going to be double the price and with less accessibility. So don't get caught up in that. I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. Don't forget, we also offer financing. And sometimes we have scholarships that even go towards the cost of it. So if you text the word scholarship to that same phone number, when we have our call that day, you just never know what's available. But I'll tell you guys right now, I'll give $1,000 scholarship right now by entering the word now at checkout when you go to buy it. So even Miss Linda, lucky for you right now, if you go to ForsterConsultants.com under the products and services tab, the first one you're going to see is the ILF Master Blueprint. You click that button that says learn more. I think it takes you to checkout, I think. But right there at checkout, where you enter your name and email address and all that stuff they ask for, your card number, there'll be a drop down that says Klarna, Afterpay, all of that. Right below that is a coupon code box.
Right.
NOW. That's it. And the price will change just like that to $1,000 less than what you see. Other than that, man, I give you guys blessings. I give y'all encouragement, and I pray God's speed on your life and on your business. And no devil in hell will stop with what God has already put in the inside of you. Okay. So, and don't procrastinate, because procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do. My name is Derek Forster, and you guys be blessed.
Have a blessed day, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you sometime next week. TikTok, we may be going a lot live, a lot quick, some quick lives on TikTok next week to keep us from, doing what we ain't supposed to do. But Derek, I get to spend another great year with you.
Man, I'm excited about that.
I want to say thank you
for putting up with me for 13 years, but also not only just being my wife, but my business partner, which is her first title ever.
Yeah.
Shay and I were friends first, then business partners, and then we started liking each other.
Yep.
We started getting jealous of others' relationships. I said, Shay, why you keep talking to that boy? She said, well, Dad, why you keep talking to that girl? I said, well, Shay, do you like me? She said, yeah. I said, well, Shay, I like you too. Bam, just like that. And y'all, here we are 13 years later, friends, homies, husband and wife, my confidant, and a bunch of other stuff that if I had to say it right now, y'all would be getting nosy. So y'all back out my business. But no, Shay, thank you so much for putting up with me for 13 years. I love you like a fat kid loves cake. And I love you more. Let me think of something good, y'all. I love you more.
He gonna have me blush.
Than you can imagine, think,
oh my goodness,
or visualize.
Lord have mercy.
And I got some good coming for you, girl.
Oh, God.
Our vacation was all in that. I got some good for you, girl. Trying to gain me some cool points, y'all. Y'all stay out of this. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna be honest, guys. To this day, Derek he knows how to continuously make me blush. Super grateful. I drove home yesterday from our family event, and I just wanted to say there's never an opportunity that you should ever hold back from telling your spouse thank you. It don't matter how big the situation or the thing that you're thanking them for, but just be thankful, right? Have gratitude. Sometimes women, we get comfortable in the headship of provider, of support, of security, but we don't give them that verbal thank you. So thank you.
And we've been doing a lot of that lately. I think for the last, I'm going to say 5 days, we've been out thanking each other and showing our gratitude. I don't think we caught on to it, but you've been saying a lot to me. I've been saying it to you. And just right now, let that be an encouragement for somebody. If you're married, you're dating, couple, dating, or even business partners, show, but also verbalize your appreciation.
Yeah.
It sounds good to the ear and the heart. Sometimes you don't even know it until they say it. And I know she appreciate me, but it's nothing like hearing it. Derek or babe, I appreciate you, bro. Like, big dog or Derek, babe or whatever she gonna
people call don't realize the sacrifices you make for our household. Like Derek allowed me, I went to go get my hair done. And when I came home, my poor baby's back's been hurting him for days because he's been in the yard.
Coach,
she
still want her yard to look good.
But Derek loves yard work. Like that's his sanctuary. So Derek was out in the yard, y'all. poor
I'm
thing.
just recovering, y'all. It took me
Yeah.
about 2.5, 3 days to get back
Yeah.
right. But anyway, y'all don't want to hear about all that.
Anyway, right.
Y'all be blessed. According to Shay, I'm not coming on Monday.
No.
So I love y'all like a fat kid loves cake. We'll
Actually,
see
play
y'all
the commercial one more
sometime,
time before we go.
Somewhere. Which one, Shay? I'll let
South
you do
Carolina. Oh, hold on. I'll do it. I'll do it from my iPad, because the husband brought me a new iPad. So let's go ahead and show this South Carolina one more time for those that missed it. And again, we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Don't you scroll any further. You've been interested in starting an independent living facility, whether it's for profit or nonprofit. You've asked us over and over again to come to South Carolina, and we will be there August the 2nd. Derek and myself from Forston Consultants will be in Columbia, South Carolina to teach you all things independent living facilities. Get your tickets today. They will sell out very quickly, so you do not want to miss out. Visit ilfconsulting.org to get your tickets, and we will see you in Columbia, South Carolina. Don't wait to be great.
Yes, you can see us Tuesday. Be great. Love y'all.
Cynthia just got me a gate pass. Thanks, Cynthia.
We can see y'all Tuesday on Cynthia. We'll see you on Tuesday. God bless. Love y'all.